Hello, elementary school kids. It's Miss Rebecca. I'm your art teacher for this summer. And today we're going to be looking at artwork that has lots of different kinds of lines. So come on, let's start an art project. Hello, elementary school kids. This week we are learning all about the first element of art, line. A line is any mark made on a surface by a tool like this, a marker, a pencil. You guys can use anything you like today to practice some lines. So I'm going to make a few different kinds of lines, starting with these two. A line that goes up and down is vertical. Vertical lines go up and down. This line, it goes from side to side, and it's called horizontal. And this line is slanted, and it could go that way or it could go that way. Slanted. And it's called diagonal. Now, this line can go this way or it can go this way. It's a curve. It curves. So there's our curved line. And a curved line can also make a wavy line. Now here's some cool different kinds of lines. There's a spiral line that goes around and around, and even a zigzag line that goes up and down. So we're going to use these different kinds of lines to make our art project. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to make a cup of hot tea. Let's start in the middle of the page, somewhere in the middle. And you can use a pencil, but I'm going to use a marker. We're going to start with a curve. Curve like a smile. And then we're going to make a curve on the top to match the smile. Then we're going to make a diagonal line on one side and a diagonal line on the other side. And we're going to make a curve on the bottom. Then we're going to make another curve on the inside. And another curve on the outside. Then we're going to make another curve right inside here, and that's the handle for our cup. So we used some slanted diagonal lines, and we used a lot of curvy lines to make our cup. Okay, so now we're going to make those curvy, wavy lines, and the curvy, wavy lines make it look like this cup has something hot inside. Ooh, now we're going to make a horizontal line that goes all the way from the cup to the edge of the paper. So that is the table. And then we're going to make some more horizontal lines. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. We're going to make those horizontal lines, go all the way to the bottom of the paper, and then we'll make some vertical lines that go like this. Ooh. Now, this is the really fun part. We're going to make some designs on our mug. Let's do that zigzag, up and down, zigzag, up and down. And then, how about some more vertical lines, but really close together this time. Okay. Now, let's use, what haven't we used yet? Spirals. Let's put some spiral designs in there. That's fun. You just go around and around, around and around, around and around, to fill up all of the space. Ooh. Okay, I think our lines look really good. Now it's time to color. Let's start from the bottom and go to the top. Let's color in each square every other square. So we're going to have one square and then skip a square and color in the next square. And then since we went black, white, white, we know this one needs to be black. And then the next row, we're going to make it skip again. Black, this should be white, right? This one's going to be black to make that pattern. Now if you have crayons, you can do this with crayons, or you could do this with oil pastels or chalk or paint, whatever you might have at home. And again, we have to figure out, black, white, so this one should be black. Ooh. Oop, I missed a spot. It's coming out nice. That's a nice table. And this is a nice cup. So now we can use more markers in different colors, or we could use oil pastels. Let's see. So I'm going to use oil pastels because they're nice and bright. And I'm going to start coloring my cup. So I'm going to try to fill in my line drawing. And we want to try to make sure you fill in every part of your picture. looking pretty nice. Now you can do your own colors. You don't have to copy my colors. Do your own colors. And you can use different designs if you want as well. Now this is oil pastel, so if you want to get really fancy, if you're using crayons or oil pastel, you can take watercolor, if you have watercolor paint, and the oils don't mix with the watercolor. Let me show you. This will be the same effect if you have crayons at home. So if I want to use watercolor now, make sure you use a lot of water with your watercolor. That's why it's called watercolor, because you have to make it work with water. Now watch this. I can just go over this whole thing with my water paints because it doesn't really affect the oil pastel or the crayon. Just make sure you use a lot of water. And you could even change colors if you like. This is for the background. Uh-oh, I made it drippy. If you make a mistake, it's okay. Don't worry. Ooh, and since I made that mistake there, I'm just going to cover it up with with a crayon. And I'll just make another pattern here. Go white, blue, white, blue, white, blue, white, blue, white, blue, white. And there we go. There is a masterpiece. Try it at home. I'd love to see your results. And I wonder what you're going to be having, hot tea or hot chocolate.